that I could become, eager but too scared to climb. Wanted to please my friends, but it felt like the end on myself. I was shut down and I drained out. I was lost.
I saw conscious. Crazy, huh? Crazy. Here we go. Lucid dreams, so I can't be out here living stupid.
What is up, people? What is going on? What's going on in the terror zone? What's going on, people? I ain't talk about this because I knew that this race was going to be tight. But I've been watching the election stuff. Like, I went to bed last night because I knew that it was going to drag on. But Trump is acting like a scared little bee. You need to stop counting. They're still counting the mailed-in votes. They're still counting. Like, you know, if there's somebody in here who can help me, tell me, why don't they start counting the votes as they come in? They did not start counting a lot of these votes until yesterday. And this is what I've been watching all day. Trump's ahead, Trump's ahead. Then they start counting these mail-in ballots. Then next thing you know, Biden flipped Michigan, Biden flipped Arizona, and Biden only needs like 16 more electoral votes, and he's ahead in 2 states. And as they count the mail-in ballots, his numbers just keep growing. Trump in trouble. This experiment in America is about to be over. And one of the things is, like, during my last live stream, I actually said something about, you know, I didn't believe the polls. I did not believe the polls. We've been there, done that, got the t-shirt, got the bad taste in the mouth. I did not believe the polls. I didn't we ain't trusting these polls. We're not going to do that this time. And I was right, because I was like, don't believe the polls. Do not believe the polls. Do not even get into the polls. Because the polls were wrong with Hillary and they were wrong with Biden. We're about to have the oldest president that we've ever had. And it's going to be interesting. Because here's a weird scenario. Biden could die in office and then we can have Camilla as the first female black president. I want you to think about that. Biden could die in office, then Kamala Harris will become the first black female president. Crazy. Crazy, 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 crazy. Oh, Trump's already starting. We're going to the Supreme Court. He has no basis to go to the Supreme Court. Nothing nefarious has happened. Well, I figured there was a chance that Donald would be reelected. And like, I've been watching the election stuff all day, and I've been looking, and there's a trend. As these states count the mail-in ballots, Biden goes up. That's how he flipped Michigan. That's how he flipped Arizona. He might flip Georgia. If he flips Georgia, it's a wrap. It's a wrap. So, one of the things that I wanted to talk, Trump ain't gonna run no more. Trump almost 80 years old. Well, you know, this year has been different. I voted early, and this is the first time that we've had this level of early voting, and this is the first time that we've had the mail-in voting, and the mail-in voting is what's carrying Biden across the top, which is why Trump didn't want the mail. So, you know, we'll probably find out later on tonight or sometime tomorrow who the president is. But one of the things I want to discuss is how close it was. Like, once again, I did not go into the polls. I did not go into the polls because I knew they were wrong. Because Trump people are fanatical. See, y'all thought I was going to say something else, but Trump people are fanatical. And I knew that they were going to come out, and as they were going through the states, I was like, yep, figured that. They're not stealing votes. Oh my God, you Trump people are so butthurt. They're not stealing votes. That's funny. What's going on? He's in trouble. He's in trouble, like I said. Now, this is the thing. The Democrats may get the presidency, but they may not get the Senate, which means that we're going to have the same level of tomfoolery because the Democrats would need to get the presidency, the Senate, and the House. They need to get all three of those people because as long as the Senate going to be salty if they stay in. If we still have a GOP Senate, they're going to be salty. They're going to be salty. And they're going to be sticking to their guns. And I mean, stimulus package? What stimulus package? What stimulus package you talking about? It would be funny. Trump ain't going to win. See, there's two states that Biden is ahead, and he gets both those states. He's at 270. And he may flip Georgia, which will give him more than 270. So, one of the things, and it's funny you mentioned that, Lavarius. I was thinking of setting up some videos with me smoking a cigar, but not for the Trump thing. Skip, you know. Oh, for those of you that didn't know, that with the corporate toolbox, I added another course, the productivity course. During the live stream, this is what's going down. I should have said this before, that this live stream is sponsored by the corporate toolbox. I added the productivity course because it makes sense. Some people talked about it, and I just added it. So the corporate toolbox got more valuable. So once again, for those of you who want to get in the corporate toolbox, you need to get in before December because the price is going to go up because I'm adding more value. Links below. Oh, the dumping is real because I knew it was going to be close. This is why I did not make any predictions or talk anything and didn't go for the media hype. I didn't go for it because I knew it wasn't going to happen because these Trump people are fanatical. They're really fanatical. Now, peppermint tea, that's what's going to be happening. There will not be a peaceful transfer of power. Trump is going to be like, no, 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 no. I ain't leaving. I ain't leaving. I fully expect there to be all kinds of tomfoolery going on once the final results in. I fully expect recounts. I fully expect all of this stuff to go down because Trump is a sore loser. He's a sore loser. He's a sore winner. So it's really interesting. Trump, I don't think he's going to run again. I don't think he's going to run again. We've come out. Black History Month will be off the chain, no doubt about that. Taman, I actually really kind of agree with you because it doesn't look like the Democrats are going to get the Senate, and that is a big, big issue with their plans. So, you know, it's going to be very interesting. He's got to leave on the January the 20th when they do the swearing Joe Biden. Lock him up. Lock him up. Skip. Skip. Shannon Sharp cracks me up. Have y'all ever seen Shannon Sharp in person? Dude is huge. He is huge. He got hands that like can grab small children by the body. Just shoot. I actually think that Biden may die in office. See, let's go ahead and look at the game here. Kamala Harris. This is the only way that you're going to get a black woman as president. I feel that in the next 4 to 8 years, we will see President Kamala Harris. That's going to be wild. That's going to be wild. It's going to be wild. Pretty much, it's going to be a struggle. Trump is going to be holding on by his fingernails. They're going to have a hard time trying to get him out. They're going to have a hard time trying to get him out. Thank you. Thank you. They're going to have a hard time getting the Trumpster out. So if Trump goes, and it looks like he's going to go, and the GOP remains the Senate, the stimulus package is still going to be messed up. He going to write F you. They can do a celebrity boxing match. That's crazy. Actually, I don't think he's going to be able to do that. Because they didn't impeach him for 3 years. I don't think that's going to fly. I got water. I got water here. Well, they're not struggling. Actually, they're counting them. See, here's the thing, because I was wondering, because honestly, I think that we all should be able to vote by internet from home. And someday that's going to be a reality where you're going to be able to log in, you're going to validate your security, then you're going to vote online from home. That's coming. With a crazy ride. I got these shades from a website in Korea. Actually, let me look this up real quick because I've been getting. Hold on. Come on. I got it in here somewhere. I'm going to try to find that website because I've had a lot of people ask me where did I get these glasses from. Because I got a bunch of them. I think they're cool. Pretty much, he was like, he actually claimed victory last night. Pretty much, it is. Like, I've been watching CNN all day. It's going to be ugly. What the heck? It really jumped. What the heck? I think some people may act up when he lose. Oh, they will be okay. Tiger Shark Studio. Illegal account votes until polls close. No, I don't think Biden is going to be good for business, but pretty much, Roger. Pretty much. Well, they didn't like the early, but see, the mail-in votes is what's getting them. Now, I went ahead and did my early voting in person. I actually requested a mail-in ballot, and I got it, and I tore it up and threw it away because I had already voted. That's what I'm predicting, Kevin. I see it. She not black. She sure look black. She looked black. See, here's the thing. Here we go. Kamala Harris is a black woman. And y'all questioning her blackness because she's not from the ghetto quadrant. Yeah, Biden, I feel, is going to die in office. I really feel that. He in trouble. It's a wrap. Pretty much, Thriller IA. Thanks, Jaws, for the $2 super chat. A lot of people didn't vote for Trump. A lot of people. Pretty much. Pretty much. Y'all cracking me up with this stealing votes things. Let me go back to Al Gore. Y'all ain't have nothing to say about that. Ben the bartender, I voted early too in person. I think the lack of a stimulus had a lot to do with it. I think that had a lot to do. I didn't say the Republicans were butthurt. I said Trump is butthurt. Trump is butthurt. I voted for Trump. Oh, y'all are cracking me up. This election was a mess about the candidates more vote for against the issues of lockdown, woke culture, and law and order. Hey, that's funny. We will see. Give me some proof that they stealing votes. Biden's gonna pull it out. He's in trouble, man. That will remain the same because a lot of these, the only reasons that I forget the guy who was investigating him, they could not indict a sitting president. That's the only reason he didn't get in trouble. So we will see what is up, what is up. Douglas Jones, tell him, let him know, let him know, let him know. Oh, he ain't gonna go away. Trump 2020. Erica, I saw that post you put up on Facebook. I was like, stop it. Yeah, I knew it was going to be close. That's why I didn't talk about it. That's funny, man. Oh, man, y'all are cracking me up. Do you know, actually, Davida J. Brown, that's not true. I was listening to the Wall Street Trapper last night, and under every Democratic president, the stock market zoomed. Go to the Wall Street Trapper, check out his last stream, and he breaks it down. So that's not true. Paul Brown, thanks for $5 super chat. I believe so. Oh, that's funny. That is funny. Roger Marine, that's 100% because the Republicans, they did not want him. And then once he won, they got in and they all made up. My money was great under Obama. My money was great. I don't care who's president. I'm still getting my paper. I don't really care. Tiger Shark Studios, he probably will not be. They're going to have to pull him out kicking and screaming. He got to get evicted. CD, I don't think the fanaticism that for Biden, it was nothing compared to like Trump. Like, I knew this was going to be close. And that's why I did not start talking about it. I didn't put any projections, and I waited until I saw the data, and the data says Biden's going to win because they do the in-person vote count, so those votes first, and then they do the mail-in votes and the absentee votes. And what's been happening all day, like Trump was winning with Michigan. Then they started counting the mail-in votes, and Biden flipped Michigan, and Biden flipped Arizona. Biden might flip Georgia. If he flips Georgia, it's a wrap. It's a wrap early. Victor, I know. The Donald, this was a weird experiment, man. Rasu Daniels, how do I get rid of you? There we go. I keyboard DFS. That's what I think is going to happen. I think Biden's going to die in office and Camilla's going to become the president. Code is simple. Donald is crazy as hell. But y'all like that kind of crazy. He's the oldest president we've ever had. John Gilroy, it is what it is. Lance Brown, thanks for the $5 super chat. Y'all wilding out. Y'all are wilding out. Let me see. Kamala Harris ethnicity. Harris was sworn in January 33, 2011. She's the first woman, the first African American, the first South Asian American to hold the office of Attorney General in the state's history. So she is black and Indian. Now, you know what's funny? Because she got a little Indian in her. Y'all claim that she ain't black. But typically, what was the rule? If you have a drop of black blood, you black. That was the rule. So I'm gonna keep riding with that, because y'all like, because she ain't from the hood, because she don't have the lace front. Y'all crack me up. Jerry Westbrook's, because see, this is the thing. If the Republicans, they don't get the House, they ain't gonna run Congress. They just run the Senate. Nah, cap dropper. I don't think so, bro. I don't think so. Celebrity death match. Finish him. Martin Nixon, thanks for the $5 super chat. I know, man. We should be able to vote. You should be able to vote on your phone, because essentially, like, I got the new iPhone, and it's pretty sweet. Pretty much, Jerry. We should be able to vote online. Trump is done. I mean, it's a wrap, because if you've been looking at which Kanye would have won. Kanye. Good Lord. I don't think we're headed for civil war. I don't think so. I don't think he's going to win it through the courts. I think what's going to be is a clear, decisive win through the states. Well, I don't know. They had something on there about her being African American. Pretty much, the electoral college ain't no joke, man. Oh, Bernie ain't gonna run no more. See, like, when Trump got COVID, what did I say? Trump is not going to die. He was back out there like 2 weeks later. Pretty much, because I think the lack of another stimulus check pissed a lot of people off. I really do. The mail-in ballots is what got Biden over the top. You're funny, Steve Jamerson. I have not had the chat roll like this in a long time. She called herself Indian. I really don't know. I can't say. I have no clue. You know, there was no talk of COVID in the news, not today. Well, at first, Trump didn't want to do a stimulus package. That was one of the big issues. He didn't want to do it. And then when he figured out that might get him, it's going to come at some point in the future. Trump ain't going nowhere. Trump ain't going nowhere. That is something that's pretty true, Roger. That's pretty true. That is true. Martin Nixon, thanks for the $5 super chat. Your stock option's about to be lit. You know, it is crazy. Thank you, Wayman Brown, for $2 super chat. No, I figured we're going to see some clowning. We're going to see some tomfoolery. We're going to see some bamboozlement. Now, one of the things that's going to happen is, here's the political calculation. If the Democrats can get the presidency and the Senate, you will see a major stimulus package. You will see a major stimulus package. But if they don't, the same logjam that we've been having is going to continue on, pretty much. Erica, stop it. Your boy lost, okay? Just go ahead and look, because he had already set the tone that if I don't win, it was due to fraud. He's already put that out there. Pretty much, Black Knight Colden, pretty much. Because if you've been watching it all day, because Biden has always been ahead in electoral votes, but once they started to count the mail-in ballots, flip. Johnny Bravo. He is funny with that. I don't think Biden's going to make it. I don't think he's going to be able to serve out his first term. I think we're going to have Kamala Harris as the first woman of color president. Go ahead and chop that apart. The economy is not going to be back to normal for about 3 to 4 years. Man, that Lovecraft Country is a very interesting show. I kind of dig it. Hustle the corporate, pretty much. Melissa Alvarez, Camillus Farley has African ancestry on both sides of his family tree. Thank you. Because I don't know. I don't know. Biden dies. Camilla, first time America has universal basic income. Could be. Could be. Could be. Well, here's the thing that Biden is going to inherit the COVID economy. Let's go ahead and talk about the COVID economy, because I got this video up that talks about the real estate crash. The real estate crash is going to start in 2021. In 2022, 2023, and 2024 is when you'll be able to get these deals, because once they start evicting and foreclosing people, because there's going to be so many, it's going to take years for all this to work itself through the system. Somebody's going to be evicted from an apartment, right? And it's literally going to take them months to get them out. So you're going to have a lot of craziness, a lot of craziness. He flipped Michigan, Wisconsin. I'm telling you, I've been watching it all day. Flip, flip, flip. Call Biden the flipper. Well, they're going to try. I mean, Trump is going to try all kinds of tactics. He is. Well, all right. Barack Obama was biracial. And he was considered the first black president because he looks black. But Barack Obama's mother was white, but he looked black. But genetically, Barack Obama was black and white. He was biracial. Man, it's going to be ugly, man. It's going to be ugly. It's going to be ugly. A lot of people have a problem that America has changed. Thanks for the $2 super chat. You clowning. This is wild. This is wild because, all right, so here's for the political calculation. Right now, it looks like Biden is going to win, and it looks like the Democrats are going to hold on to the House, and the Senate is kind of up in the air, maybe. So if they don't get the Senate, the same cluster mess that we've had with the stimulus, that's going to continue on. If anything, the Republicans will dig in even deeper because they're going to be salty. They're going to be upset. They're going to be like, Lord, well, they're going to be singing old Negro spirituals because they're not going to be, they ain't going to be happy. Thank you, Muhammad. Let's talk about the corporate toolbox and let's talk about the economy. On my Facebook page, if you're my Facebook friend, you'll see this. This 14-year-old boy started a hot dog stand when he was 14 during a pandemic. All right. This is what's going to be happen. One of the things that you guys have got to realize and understand is during bad times is when people get rich. Everything's on sale. Like right now, you got these media, you got Ty Lopez and all these social media stars who are buying brick and mortar assets because they're pennies on the dollars. They're super cheap. That's why they're buying them. Right now, you're going to have people who are making hundreds of thousands of dollars a year. They're going to become millionaires. Then you got people who are making millions and millions of dollars a year. They're going to become billionaires. During these same times that we're going to have a lot of people get evicted. We're going to have a lot of people get foreclosed on. We're going to have a lot of business owners go out of business. We're going to have this massive transfer of wealth to those who want to get their hands dirty. get their hands dirty. If you want to get your hands dirty, you can get wealthy in America during this time period. Q4, y'all cracking me up. So it is interesting. But these times are going to be dark for the next 2 to 3 years. But I want you to look at my example. 2009, I started this YouTube channel, right? And I became a millionaire in 3 years. Now, I was already accustomed to making hundreds of thousands of dollars. But it was YouTube and the power of the internet and the storage auction shows that flipped me over the edge. So, Boss Aura, you got to get busy. You got to get busy. You got to get busy. Because right now, there's a lot of bad stuff that's happening. But let's go ahead and say unemployment was 30%. Okay? During the Great Depression, unemployment was 25%. That means that 75% of the people still have jobs. 75% of the people still working. They're going to try to take it to the courts. For a single guy with no kids and no girlfriend, 6 figures a year. Let me go ahead and peel back. Like, I put myself on salary from my company of $360,000 a year. And I already got people questioning that because they was like, well, I thought the whole point of starting the S Corp was to avoid taxes. Now, once again, I make way more than $360,000 a year. That's just the money that I'm taking out of the company and exposing to taxation. The rest of the money is going to stay in the company and it's going to fund my investments. I mean, let's keep it real. Who here couldn't live on $360,000 a year? I mean, essentially, I haven't even spent money from my paycheck. My paycheck, let's see. Let me go ahead and look real quick. My paycheck is still sitting in my personal account. Probably what's going to happen is I'm probably going to have $40,000 or $50,000 in my personal checking account this year. Who is Billy? Erica. But I'm here to tell you that you folks, if you get down and work, there is opportunity in the chaos. There is opportunity in the chaos. Like when this whole thing started, what did I do? I buckled down and I went harder. PPP loans, businesses going out, people freaking out, people losing their jobs. What did I do? I tightened up. And now I'm making more money than I ever made in my life during a recession and a pandemic. Here's a funny little story. I think it's still being bought, but I lost my Amazon password, so that money's just kind of sitting up in the Amazon account. I don't really even care. James Burst, that's the deal. I started you on your auction journey. Well, congratulations. The stocks were going to take a hit anyway. The election day was the highest day on record that stocks did well. So we're going to end up being in England a wide lockdown for a month tomorrow, but you're right, my business. This is the thing that people don't understand. Businesses make the most money when they open and when they close. If you're out here grinding, trying to start a business, chaos equals opportunities. You're absolutely right, Jesse. I ain't selling my guns. There's so much opportunity right now, but here's the thing. Like, I'm going to be honest. Like right now, you guys who watch YouTube are being bombarded by all these ads that you can make this money from these little simple hacks. It ain't true. Let me tell you how I had to make money. First, I had to write a book. I had to create a YouTube channel. I had to create a blog. I had to create content for the YouTube channel and the blog. Then I had to market the book. So let's see. Creating the YouTube channel, one thing. Creating the blog, two things. Creating the content, three things. Writing the book, four things. Marketing the book, five things. I think I had to do five things to make money. And they keep promising you don't need any experience. You can do this for an hour a week and make 90. Lies! Just lies. They're just lies. It's crazy. Oh, Billie Jean. I did not know. I don't keep up with Billie Jean. There is so much opportunity out here. Also, let me tell you what's getting ready to happen with Savage Finance. I hired a new assistant today. Y'all will get to see her on Savage Finance because I'm getting ready to put my phone number back on the YouTube channel, because one of the reasons I haven't done it because I didn't have the support staff, but y'all gonna love it. Y'all gonna love it. Y'all gonna love it. Brian Perryman, get the corporate toolkit. Plenty, Patrick Kale, plenty of business opportunities. Because essentially, let's look at what's happening right now. There are people who are losing their jobs. There are people losing their minds. There are people who are going to lose their houses. There are people going to lose. And this is going to create a lot of chaos. This is going to create. But if you positioned yourself to be successful, you can make a lot of money right now. You can make a lot of money right now. Because, like, look what I did. When this whole thing started, what did I do? I started going harder. I did not like, oh, the sky is falling. Oh my God, the sky is falling. Oh Lord, Jesus, save us. Jesus, in Jesus' name, I pray. Help us, Jesus. Come down, Jesus. I didn't do none of that. Because, see, one of the things is that when you are a hustler, I smell money. So when things started to get bad, I went hard. And I said, what can I create? What can I work on? What can I build? Let me go ahead and start doing these live streams. Let me go put in work. And now I'm probably going to have a staff of 2 or 3 people local. I'm going to have a VA. Got a lot of stuff going. Simple. Show me your friends, I'll show you your future. Hey. Pretty much, man. Muhammad wants to get, people need jobs, man. They're scared. Hey, there it is. Chef to checks never waste a good crisis. Thanks for the $10 super chat. I mean, there's so much. Well, it's about positioning yourself. Like, one of the things that today my YouTube mastermind met, and we went over my channel, and I got a lot of really good information. Is how you position yourself. Like, let's take Savage Finance. I started it in February, and I got it monetized February, March, April, and I've already made $15,000 from that channel. To compare and contrast, I've only made 17. Let me see. How much have I made from this channel? Let me look real quick. Because I know I made $15,000 from Savage Finance in November, December. I'm probably going to make $25,000 just from AdSense. In this channel, I've made $22,000. So I'm going to make $50,000 from YouTube this year. Because I'm probably going to do, let me see, what month did I? Good Lord. So what, I'm probably going to make $50,000, $60,000 this year just from YouTube. 3 YouTube channels. Herb Chapman, pretty much. Yeah, Patrick Kale, you got to follow money. Dollar washing, absolutely, you can start from scratch with no money down. Gearhead, 100%. Thank you, Polly Robinson. Yeah, that car was on my wish list for a minute. But I want you guys to understand that regardless of Trump or Biden or whoever in office, if you put your head down and you go to work, you can make money. You can make money. Good times, bad times, it does not matter. But you got to stop chasing the shiny objects, and you got to stop hoping and wishing and playing around and looking at certain things, because time is critical. Time is critical. Like, once again, look at what I did during the pandemic. I went hard in the paint. I started making more content. I went ahead and looked in my analytics. You want to know how I came up with the corporate toolbox? The analytics of this YouTube channel told me to create the corporate toolbox. That product was created from data. It wasn't like, well, let me just throw something out there. No, it was created from data, and it is the best selling product that I've ever had. Man, it is crazy. Hey, if you can get that, Mr. Urban World, there's so many businesses. Sebastian Williams, Biden doesn't scare me because Obama didn't scare me. I don't care who's the president. I'm going to get my paper. I'm getting my paper. I have that warrior mindset. I'm getting my paper, man. Pretty much, Brian. Pretty much. Democrat or Republican, America is still a corporation. That's the ticket. Because that's why I want you to become a corporate citizen. Royston Gibbs, thanks for the $15 super chat. The internet is everything, man. Because right now there are so many people who are afraid of the internet. One of the things I got to do with my assistants is indoctrinate them in Savage Finance. And I was just having a talk with the girl that I hired, and there were so many things that she didn't know. And that's a reflection of the average American person. They don't know this stuff. So that's part of the reason that I'm educating folks. That is one of the reasons that I am doing so many things. Pretty much, Gearhead, pretty much. But let's just take this as a lesson that, Trump did it. He became president for 4 years. No one thought it could happen, and it happened. And this experiment's about to be over, and we're gonna get back to a level of normalcy. Because yes, Joe Biden has his ways, but he also is a statesman. He also will act presidential, and we're gonna get away from all of this wild tweeting and craziness. Real estate grab is going to start in 2021, but it's going to the best years are going to be 2022, 23, and 24. Because if the Republicans keep the Senate, this will delay meaningful stimulus. This was going to delay it. They're going to stick to their guns. And even with stimulus, they cannot say, hey, Mr. Homeowner, you can live in this house and never pay the bank. They can't say that. So at some point, the dam is going to break. And at that point, I'm going to be ready with a lot of cash. Lots of cash. Be ready. Because this is one of the things. You got to be in the market right now. You got to be looking at property. One of the things I do every morning is just kind of look at the properties. And I see that, some things are going up. If houses are between 250 and about 350, they're flying. They're going quickly. But like houses in my neighborhood, they were sitting before the pandemic. Because when you get to $1 million or $5 million price point, buyers get pretty picky. If it ain't what they want, they ain't gonna buy it. It's gotta be what they want. Because at that price range, you can get what you want. You can get what you want. Can Obama be the vice president now? I don't really know the answer to that. I really don't. Erica, get out your feelings, girl. Get out your feelings. Your boy lost. Because, once again, if you are a smart, astute business owner, Biden said he was going to raise taxes and all. I ain't worried. I'm not worried. I'm not worried at all. Like, raise taxes. See, this is the key. Because someone left a comment on Savage Finance because they didn't understand the inner workings, and I'm not going to explain the game for free. The game is to be sold. The game is to be told. I'm not going to sit there like, oh, you can do this, you can do this, you can do this. Because see, I'm beginning to see that a lot of people don't make a lot of money. Like $360,000 to someone who's made millions is not a lot of money. Because one of the rules is that if you're going to play the S Corp game, you must put yourself on salary, and it must be a reasonable salary of what you would pay someone to run your company. I have the holding company, 2 operating companies. I'm getting ready to do 2 more operating companies. I'm getting ready to hire more staff. So we're looking at 5-6 million. So 360,000 off of 5 or 6 million revenue ain't really that much money. But if you're only making 100, 150, 200, 300K, that seems like a lot of money, but it ain't. It's all about the perspective and the proximity. So I'm shooting for 5 million next year. And once I get all this stuff in, because revenues has been looking real nice. And because after the day and some other stuff that I'm about to institute, I'm probably going to triple revenues. And that's going to put me in the position to pay cash money for real estate and buy 2 to 3 rentals per year, cash money. Now, that sounds really strange to someone who wants to use credit. Now, let's talk about credit. I got good credit. I got a bunch of credit cards in my expired pistol, my concealed carry permit, which I got to renew. I got a bunch of credit cards. There ain't nothing on none of these credit cards. You don't want to know why? Because I'm shifting it all to corporate credit. It is my goal in the next year to have $1 million in corporate credit. That's what I'm shooting for. That's what I'm shooting for. Well, I'm at 360. So I'm below that. Because essentially, all right, I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I have everything I need. I can get whatever I want. Like this is a new iMac Pro. It was like $12,000. I just bought it without even thinking about it. But I bought it for the company. This is a company expense. And I get whatever I want, whenever I want. And it's been like that for years. So I don't really need to pull millions of dollars out the company and develop a crack habit. I don't need to do that. So I'm gonna pull my 360 out of the company, and I'm gonna leave the rest in the company to work. This is how you get wealthy. This is how you get wealthy or wealthier. The Sister Crystal show, really? I didn't know that. So I'm here to tell you, man, there's going to be massive opportunity. Massive opportunity for the people who are willing to work. For people who are willing to roll up their sleeves and go to work and do what they need to do. Massive opportunity. Because there's going to be two groups of people. There are going to be people who are going to be successful, and there are people who are going to get taken out. I personally know a lot of folks who have moved home with mom and dad or big mama. I personally know these folks. And that's just going to get worse, because during this eviction crisis, they estimate that 30 million people are at risk of being evicted. 30 million. 30 million. That is 10% of the population. That's crazy. And once this starts, it's going to be crazy. It's going to be nuts. Yeah, this computer is a tax expense. I just got this new camera. This was like $3,700. This is an expense. This is a business expense. So I really look at my personal spending. My personal spending ain't really that great. My personal spending only goes up when I go on vacation. Because when I go on vacation, I go on vacation. I be shopping in the hotel gift store. I don't care. I'm on vacation. I spend money like a crackhead when I'm on vacation. And that's really the only time that I really start spending money, because other than my mean DoorDash habit, I really don't spend a lot of money. I really don't. Now, for those of you enrolled in the Corporate Toolbox, the webinar, because this is what's going on. There's going to be one dedicated webinar where we're going to go over a portion of the Corporate Toolbox, okay? And then there's going to be another where I'm going to answer questions. Like today was like, people were coming at me with all kinds of questions. So that is in the Corporate Toolbox under webinars. Yeah, man, this is crazy. We will see. We will understand what is going on. But I'm here to tell you, man, if you are willing to work, if you are willing to do the work, because this was a theme that we talked about in my mastermind today, and the guy who was leading the mastermind, he said, tell me about it, because people don't want to do the work. I'm going to tell you a little story. There was a chick I was thinking about dating, and then I realized that she was a pretty dummy. And she was not the smartest person in the world, and she was a little whiny. And once I saw this character, and the chick is beautiful, but her character was not so beautiful. And then I found another one who was a winner. This chick, she ain't afraid to work. And she is like, she's actually cuter than the first one. She's way cuter. As cute as she can be. And this is one of the things that you learn is pretty ain't enough. There's got to be some other characteristics and qualities for me to take her off the shelf. And there's all kinds of good stuff that's coming. There's all kinds of stuff that's coming. Pretty much been the bartender. The evictions are happening. They happening. Peppermint. I be in there paying $5 for candy bars. Be ordering room service. Be ordering steak. and potatoes. I don't care. When I'm on vacation, I know how to relax. Like, because the thing is, when you work really hard and you take a vacation, it feels so much better. Because I got a trip planned because I got to create the 8 stages of the corporate toolbox. But then I got a 2-week trip planned, probably March. I want to go on a ski vacation, so I need to go ahead and start working on that. Oh, you better get a 7-foot fluffy chick. I've never heard that. Woo. Johnson, that's right. See, I be demanding more out of my women, and that's why I get more out of them. Because the one I got right now is a winner. She's an absolute jewel. But once again, I've dated a lot of women, and I know what's a trash woman and what's not a trash woman. Hey man, I go on vacation. I relax. I just relax. All right, so that's all I got for you guys. If you want to hop in the corporate toolbox, the price is going to go up in December because there will be more value, more content. Like I said, each month I'm going to add more value to it, and it's going to be the best business course on the planet. Because see, because many people create a business course teaching you how to do X, Y, and Z. I teach you how to start any business and to be successful and to set up your corporate structure to make it tax efficient. Because I ain't worried about Joe Biden raising taxes. I'm not worried at all. I ain't worried at all. I'm just going to use the law. I'm going to do what Google doing. I'm going to do what Amazon doing. I'm doing Alphabet. Berkshire Hathaway is a holding company that had revenues of almost $600 billion, and they only paid $3.5 billion in taxes. Let me go ahead and see what percentage of taxes was that. Let me go ahead and pull out the calculator. So 600 billion minus 98%. No, they paid less than 1.5% of their revenue in taxes. They paid $3.5 billion out of, let's go 600 billion minus 99%. They paid like 1%. But holding companies can't save you no money on your taxes, says the ill-informed and the uneducated. Holding companies can save you a gang of money. It all depends on how you set them up. Yeah, the 7-foot fluffy chick had me rolling, man. It had me rolling. All right, so go below, become part of the corporate family. I got a lot of stuff I'm going to introduce this month. I'm going to introduce my assistant and some other stuff. So be advised, stay light, stay ready to fight, because we at war, baby. We're in the economic war. So with that, I'll see you guys later.